Alright, installing the carburetor on a 2014 Yamaha Grizzly 350 4x4. Get your throttle cable. Push this. And here you go. And what you're going to do, I already went ahead and did it. But anyways, this little brass piece here pops up. You see the little slit. It's pretty self-explanatory. So you pop it up, and the cable is inside there, and that little piece, and you just pop it right out, and it pops out around there. And you unscrew this, and you put it back on. Obviously, slide the cable down in there, put the little brass piece on it, click it right in. And next, I'm going to put the new seal here on the cover. I got a new cover in there. Those are going to go right there with these 3 screws. Each one of them one by one. You want to kind of get them down in there where they're at least started, and then slightly snug each one of them up, and then go around. You don't want to do one really tight before you even have the other one in, because it could mess up that little rubber gasket in there, and you don't want to get any crud up inside of this throttle cable housing here. We're gonna get our choke put on here. Hopefully you can see that. This piece right here is your choke. It's a 13 millimeter. Get it down in there. There we go. So that's your little choke deal right there. Come over here, and we're going to take the old choke needle off of here. Make sure your choke's all the way closed. You put the spring on first. And this part can be a little tricky. You don't want to have that spring shoot off on you. But you got to get the spring held down in there like that. And this is the same concept as that throttle cable. You see the big hole there. And I don't know if you can see this around my big fat hands, but it slides right up in there. Just like that. And now you're going to take your choke cable and to focus a little bit, reinsert it. Hopefully you can see that. The plastic end piece there right in. I'm just reusing the same one on this. It comes with a new one. Put it on there. It doesn't make a difference on the. And now slide it back in on the plastic nut. And slide through there. The original. All right, now we're gonna take it on your intake boot right here. You gotta slide it up underneath there. We'll tighten that guy down. That was kind of giving me a pain. It was kind of stripped out, but I can get it tight enough. And then we'll come back here and we'll do the back part, which is right here for your air intake, and then this is obviously your intake side for the carb there. I don't know how much you'll be able to see of this. And now you'll see the choke cable connected there, and you'll see the throttle cable connected right there. And it's up under the intake. Then it's showing you down here where your other connections go on your carb. Your C clamps, you'll take those. You have to tighten up the one that I pointed out a little bit ago. One goes here, and one goes right there, right next to your air box. It gets them nice and tightened up. Keep any of the funky elements out. It's the fuel line here, and it will go on connected to that bottom nipple of the carburetor there, and goes up kind of in a L-shaped pattern. Connects to your Petcock. Then here on the lid to your airbox, you're going to want to inspect this little seal. It goes all the way around the edge. Make sure it's not broken, dry rotted or anything. That seals. That's what keeps your airbox sealed up. So you're not getting extra grime and nastiness in there that you don't need. And these were a little bit tight, kept coming on, so I had took a pair of pliers and gave them a little condensing to get them on there. Usually it'll just pop right up. Sometimes you might need tools to kind of convince them to get in the where they're supposed to be. And after you got your air intake clamp back on the top of your air box, you got 3 vent hoses. There's a spot for them on the back there. I forgot to show it in the video, but you'll see right where they go. There's 3 holes. You slide them right into there, and it keeps them suspended up there. And once you got that done, you can take your little spill mat, get it laid back out. You put your zip ties back in there. I had to cut a couple of them off. Here's your Petcock, and you'll see it, that little dip there. That's where your fuel line attaches to it, and then you have to slide that down underneath it there and to the left. It's a little tricky to get in. If it starts binding up on you, just make sure you're not caught up on anything, because it likes to get caught up on your air intake and your handlebars actually. And then once you get it on there, you slide that baby down to your left as you're standing on the left hand side of the bike with the tank forward on it. You just gotta kind of work it down in there a little bit. Anyways, thanks for watching at Doing It Yourself. Please like, subscribe, and comment.